Hello and welcome back yet again to another edition of the Have You Seen Pod. I am your host, Mike Bibs, back again with Reese Williams and Shad Mila. You can find me on Twitter at Bibs Corner. You can find the podcast on Twitter at Have You Seen SCENE Pod. Fellas, welcome back. Reese, drop the socials. Tell me how you feeling.
At MofR25 on Twitter. Mind of Reese on Instagram. Mind of Reese Reviews on TikTok. Don't think I'm missing anything. Mind of Reese Podcast, wherever you find your podcast content. I'm a little hungry right now, so I'm a little grumpy, but I'm good.
I mean, you was chowing like 2 seconds ago. What was that?
Dinner is not done yet. So I went downstairs with the intentions of making me a quick peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Peanut butter, no jelly.
And no burger.
I'm leaving here with something. So I was eating bread.
Kool-Aid, no sugar.
The way you was chewing, I thought you had like a pork chop or something. Like
He had a wish sandwich.
Some real food. All right, we're gonna try not to hold you hostage. Shad,
ain't done yet anyway. It don't fucking matter. Go ahead and finish.
Wow.
I'll be eating right now if the food was done. Come on now.
You're right. It wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first.
Chomping on mute.
Shad, welcome back. Drop the socials. Tell me how you feeling.
Man, big chilling. Tired, but big chilling. At Shad Miller 13 on Twitter. At the Uncool Urban on everything else. At Shad Miller on IG. And yeah, we bringing the UncleUrban.com back very soon. YouTube, the Uncool Urban. I'm also bringing the Shy Pod back. Got a few interviews coming up. So yeah, we still moving.
I was gonna ask you because you mentioned the interview you had coming up. Where if that was gonna be on the Uncle Urban feed or how you gonna do that? Because I know you had that split with the previous situation. So
Oh no, we back to just the solo dolos.
Okay. So yeah, definitely. Is that feed already live or not yet?
Oh, not yet. We still got to set up a time and a date, and once it's recorded, it's gonna be out there.
I got you. All right. So, fellas, welcome back. We just did Ant-Man. I guess was that last week? Yeah, I guess so. Just a week ago. Time does not make sense. Has not made sense for about 3 years now. But yeah, last week we did Ant-Man. This week, Cocaine Bear was last week.
No, you're right. Cocaine Bear was last week. Ant-Man was the week for that.
Okay, so Reese, you were here for Cocaine Bear, so you were here last week. Shad has been 2 weeks. But we're back again for Creed.
No.
What are we doing? You gonna maybe pull up the dates?
I saw Cocaine Bear on a Monday.
Right.
Yeah. You're right.
This past Monday.
You're right.
Yeah, Ant-Man, I put that pod out on February 21st. So it's I was looking at the schedule. There's like a movie at least one movie.
I was telling you every week, man. It's like
next 3 months.
I ain't gonna be on here every time. I'm just letting the people know that.
I'm telling you, like at this point, it's getting close to almost being a co-host situation. I'm trying not to do that.
I'm thinking about backing off the screen just to let you and Tyler do it.
Because I think I'm not coming back to the Mario movie.
But I think that's the next one you sign up for, and I haven't even confirmed I'm going to watch that. So
what? I'm watching that 100%.
You gonna make me pull up the calendar for real?
It's a me Mario. I'm watching.
You ain't confirmed you gonna watch Mario.
When is Mario coming out?
In April.
All right, I'm about to pull up the list right now.
Literally next month.
Super Mario. What day? April.
Whatever movie you got coming out around that time should not take priority over Mario.
The Pope's Exorcist?
The what?
The Pope's Exorcist.
What is that?
It's a movie coming out the same day.
About?
The Pope's exorcist. What you mean?
Chevalier. I might actually sign up for that.
The Pope exorcist. I don't.
It's Russell Crowe.
Give me a synopsis.
Oh no, I am coming back before that. I'm coming back for Air.
Portrayal of a real life figure, Father Gabriel Amorth, a priest who acted as chief exorcist of the Vatican and who performed more than 100,000 exorcisms in his last lifetime. He passed away in 2016 at the age of 91. He wrote 2 memoirs, An Exorcist Tells His Story and An Exorcist More Stories, and detailed his experiences battling Satan and demons that had clutched people in their evil. So it's a movie about him. A biopic of a man who performed 100,000 exorcisms and lived to 91. Like, you think you battling demons? He was battling demons on a daily basis.
Super Mario Brothers. A nigga battling demons.
I done gave myself a concussion.
Deal.
Come on, man. What we talking about here?
Chris
Pratt and Super Mario, like not even doing an
man.
Italian accent. That's gonna be hilarious.
I don't
He
even
literally
know.
gonna hit the eats of me, Mario.
And the movie's gonna be good. It got Mario Kart in it. Like, come on.
Chevalier, you mentioned that. It looks like that's moved to April 21st. I need to update this list.
All right, cool. But Air is still April 5th, I believe.
I'm not coming off of that shit.
I am gonna watch Air.
That shit look like a parody, bro.
Basically, it's just gonna be me critiquing the acting, and they kept showing the back of Jordan's head. I want to see who it is. but something is telling me, this isn't a spoiler because I really don't know, obviously. But I feel like that's gonna be the end of the movie, and we're not gonna see who quote unquote Jordan is.
It's gonna be interesting. I
feel like it's gonna piss me off if that's how it ends.
I said I'm not gonna back away from reviewing potentially bad movies, so I got to do it to them. But we'll see what I'm doing that week if I'm gonna watch more than one movie. Let's get to this though. We might have new people listening. They ain't trying to hear all the background stuff. So let's get into this Creed 3 review. First of all, Creed 3. Starring Michael B. Jordan. I don't have to tell you what he's been in. He's been in everything. So much so that he just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Tessa Thompson in a movie called Sylvie's Love, which I actually just loaded the review that I did up for on the feed a couple weeks ago. You should be able to access that. I actually really enjoyed that movie. I'm not really a romance story type of guy, but that one did it right, in my opinion. Nandi Asamoah is in that as well. I didn't even know he was acting, but he did his thing in that movie. Jonathan Majors, The Harder They Fall. Former Bibs Corner, first time Bibs Corner Award, Best Supporting Actor winner. Jonathan Majors. Wood Harris, if I told you what he was in, we would be here all night.
Literally.
I'm going to just say Remember the Titans. It's probably his most universally known role.
I'm going to say Above the Rim.
Take that how you will. Take universally known how you will.
Oh, you mean by blacks and whites?
Yes.
Okay.
Phylicia Rashad, The Cosby Show. Legend.
Wife of Ahmad Rashad. That's not an accomplishment, but
those were some different times.
I'm gonna keep it moving. Mila Davis Kent. I had to put her on the top cast list because she did her thing. This is only her second acting role. Previously, she was in The Resident. She played the daughter in this movie, Reese, in case you were. Additional cast: Selenis, Leyva, my boo from Orange Is the New Black.
That's how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
I could have did it with more of an accent, but
I like her.
Don't do that.
He was around, so chilling.
Looking at him like, nah, don't do that.
Jose Benavidez, who
Junior.
is Junior.
Yes.
This was actually his first role. I want to make sure I mention him because he was a major part of the story. So,
Look, this ain't no spoiler. It's just facts. It was funny that he was playing a heavyweight and he's actually like a welterweight in real life.
He looks nothing like a heavyweight.
Exactly.
All these dudes kind of small in real life. Like,
yeah, because Creed damn sure wasn't no heavyweight, but
Michael B. Jordan probably my size in real life.
I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, I ain't got the muscles like that.
Boy, I was about to say,
man.
let me dial it back. Let me make sure.
Boy, I know you capping on it.
I'm not claiming the physique, but if I had the access to the trainers, and who knows? Oh man, now y'all gonna make me look it up. Wait, he's 6 foot?
Yeah.
Why he feel like he's shorter than that?
I don't know.
Never mind, I lied.
Yeah, I know.
I'll just be capping. All right.
Boy said Mike Bibs, Michael B, same dude.
Bibs said, damn, he just like me.
When I was looking at Creed, I said, that's like looking in the mirror.
What's that line that Ant-Man said in Quantumania? He was like, people get us confused.
Similar all the time, similar builds.
I walked straight into this. This is my fault.
Michael B. Bibbins.
Michael Bibbins Jordan right there.
I did this to myself.
Michael Bibbins Jordan.
That's what the B stand for.
Whew. All right. Now that that's out the way. Speaking of Michael B. Jordan, this is his directorial debut. The movie was written by Keenan Coogler and Zach Baylin, story by Ryan Coogler. Getting into the relevant info, this is the first entry in the Rocky franchise that does not feature Sylvester Stallone. Very controversial that Sylvester Stallone is not in this. He made it clear that he does not own anything, any part of this franchise, including the name Rocky. He does not.
That's all MGM.
He got an executive producer credit, though.
Specifically, yeah, Irwin Winkler owns everything, and he is not giving. Stallone said it's never going to happen. He's never going to get those rights. He knows. It's real beef.
He never should have gave him up.
It's real. He said that it happened in like behind the scenes dealings that he didn't realize were happening.
Okay.
That was what Stallone said. He also said he does not like where this movie is going or this movie went. He said he's never going to watch it. And I guess he read the script and he said he is a sentimentalist and tries to avoid going to the dark places that this movie went. Now, I want to make a joke about the dark places, but I'm going to let
South Central dark.
I mean, Compton, is that what you're talking about?
Compton dark. Inglewood dark. Which one?
It's reality, man.
Am I tripping? Like, has Rocky not dealt with some pretty heavy stuff?
Someone died in the ring.
Somebody died in the ring, bro. How much darker can you get?
I'm wondering, like,
a wife abandoned her family.
No one was killed in this movie.
No, not at all. Like, well, we'll get into it, but I thought there was a potential that there was a definite, but it apparently wasn't. It wasn't even that. So, yeah, like I have a theory about what he meant, but we'll get into that later. Before I go further, how do y'all feel about Rocky or Stallone not being in this movie?
I mean, it sucks. Watching the movie, his presence was missed, I think, but I think it's moved past the point of needing Rocky.
Right.
I wish it wasn't on the terms that it was, to where he didn't support the movie and he didn't want anything to do with it, type of thing. Because I still think Rocky deserves a proper send off in this franchise, but probably not gonna get it. And that's
So
okay.
I mean, if you take how Rocky 2 ended, I mean, you could just assume that he's still in Vancouver with his son and grandson. You could just assume that that's how Rocky is just spending. He's just full-time grandpa now.
It just sucks that he wasn't even mentioned.
Not even a phone call.
Not a mention.
Oh yeah, there was a couple points where I thought he might mention him or try to reach out to him or something, and it just never happened.
Never mentioned.
Didn't even show him in that montage when like old boy was
hey, Rocky's doing this, but nothing.
Right, like usually when you have a major piece of a franchise that isn't showing up for entry, you at least mention why they're not there, and he just doesn't come up at all.
Yeah.
So
there is someone who was mentioned, and I was so happy to hear it because it was the question I think I've done on every Creed review.
Okay.
He finally acknowledged that he has siblings.
True.
I was like, dude, you have like 2 old siblings that you never bring up ever.
Because they don't fuck with him, apparently.
I'm about to say they did also make it clear why.
Of course, but still, I was like, you was in their house. I know you seen them. I mean, they had to visit their mama.
Like I said, that I'm glad they addressed that too. It was important to tie up. Additional facts about this movie as we move along. All 3 of the major leads have primetime Emmy nominations, as well as being part of the Marvel franchise. So
what Emmy nomination does Michael B. Jordan have?
He apparently got one for Fahrenheit 451, the movie.
The movie?
Yeah, it was on HBO.
It was yeah.
A TV movie. Okay.
Yeah, it was a TV movie.
Jonathan Majors. What about Jonathan Majors?
Jonathan Majors, Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country. Right. He was on it. I never watched it. And Tessa Thompson. I think I know what she was in.
Sylvie's Love is actually what she got nominated for.
Oh, Sylvie's Love. Okay. Isn't she in like Westworld or something?
Not that I'm aware of.
Was? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I believe you're right.
Is she in the show?
I believe she is.
Let me see. You're gonna make me pull it up now. Why am I pulling up the movie instead of just going to her name? Whatever. I'm here now. Tessa Thompson. So yeah, she was nominated for Sylvie's Love. Dear White People. Yep, she is in Westworld. Every season looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never watched it, so
me either. I just heard them on
Midnight Moments. Shout out HBO Max subscription.
Okay, but yeah, all 3 primetime Emmy nominees. I didn't realize that. All 3 part of the Marvel universe. Wood Harris was in the first Ant-Man. I don't think I remembered that.
Yeah, he played one of the cops.
Marvel is becoming like Law and Order.
Like Woodhurst is in a lot of things, to be fair.
it used to be. Does he have like a regular person look to where he could just show up in anything?
I think he's just like a regular black guy.
Yeah.
That's like the brother. Him and Michael K. Williams. Those were the 2 brothers you called right there. You like, we need a black person. Call somebody who used to be on the wire. Wallace, one of them.
Woodhurst is like the Hector of black actors.
Okay. I'm gonna let it go. I thought that was an interesting thing that I wanted to mention that as of now, they have the global opening weekend gross at over $100 million. I'm not surprised by that.
I'm not either.
And then the young lady that played the daughter, Mila Davis Kent, she is actually deaf, and actually her whole family is deaf.
Jesus Christ.
I watched an interview with her. She was on, I think, Sherry Shepherd's show. And big personality, first of all. And they mentioned that she was like a prankster on set. And they asked, like, what would she do? Or like Sherry Shepherd said, what was like a favorite thing you would do? She said a lot of the time she would get the direction, like what she was supposed to do, and do the complete opposite to see how people will react. And then like tell them, like, no, I'm just joking. Like, I got it. Which is funny to me. Like,
just being a kid.
When people, right. Like,
because if an adult did that, we'd be like, yo, stop fucking around. Like, we got a job to do.
Yeah. But it's good to know that she was that comfortable on a set with, I mean, these are big time people she's on the set with.
Yeah.
So.
A big time person.
They hot right now.
A big time person.
Who?
Which one?
Jordan.
Jonathan Majors is the it.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan Majors, too. I forgot.
That's Kang, man.
The one scene with him.
That's right. He did mention they didn't share a lot of scenes.
Yeah.
But he said he would be like watching while they were filming the other scenes and stuff. Phylicia Rashad too. She has.
Oh yeah. You're right.
I mean, she might not mean much to her because I feel like Cosby might have been canceled by the time she popped around. But and when I say canceled, I don't mean the show off the air. I mean, yeah. Let's move forward. Anybody?
Let me talk about Karl Malone and how I hate both him and Bill Cosby. No, I'm playing.
Yo. All right. It's a quick synopsis of this movie. Adonis has been thriving in both his career and family life, but when a childhood friend and former boxing prodigy, of course, I lost my place. Former boxing prodigy resurfaces, the face-off is more than just a fight. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple setup. We're going to get into expectations. I usually go last, but I'm going to go first. You know I don't watch trailers. I saw like 5 seconds of the trailer. I got the idea. That's all I needed. I thought the story setup was great, and it was just going to come down to how well they executed the story. I watched Creed 2. I had actually missed Creed 2. So I went back and watched Creed 2 on Friday before I watched the movie on Saturday to fill in the gaps, find out they had a daughter, basically, which was good to know ahead of time. And that she had hearing disabilities as well. And figure out where his career went after the first movie. So again, I'm into the character. I get the character. I get his relationship with Tessa Thompson's character. So it came down to how well do they execute this friend from the past story? How do they make it make sense that he ends up fighting him in a title fight, basically? That's it. That's how the expectation I came in with. And as far as execution, they did more than I expected. They went above and beyond my expectations in every way. And we'll get into that as we go, of course.
Expectations, don't want to say they were high, but I was excited for this movie because I'm a fan of both Creed 1 and Creed 2. When this movie was first talked about, this third installation, a lot of people were rumored saying, oh man, you know, they saying the villain is going to be Clubber Lang's son. And I'm just like, bro, can we not turn this franchise into that? Like, him fighting Ivan Drago's son in the second one makes sense.
Right.
There's a connection there.
Right.
Like, and even the fact that they build on Ivan Drago's character and what happened to them after he lost that fight to Rocky and him throwing in the towel for his son at the end, like all of that. Perfect. Some people didn't like Creed 2. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I liked it. I actually wanted more Drago. Like,
yeah.
Like I said, the movie should have been just called Drago.
They humanized him. Like, I like how they humanized him instead of just making him a big scary villain.
Yeah, unlike in Rocky 4. But Clubber Lang, that makes no fucking sense, man. Like, yeah, Apollo Creed trained Rocky to fight Clubber Lang.
If I saw Mr. T in Creed 3, that's all I'm gonna say.
Then I heard they was casting Jonathan Majors. I was like, please don't tell me they really doing this. Like,
what, they put a mohawk on him?
Please don't tell me that. And then I saw the trailer and I'm like, okay, I like this story. It's contained to this character of Adonis. It has nothing to do with Rocky. It has nothing to do with the Rocky films. It's Adonis's story, and it helped build on the character too. And that's what I wanted. I wanted a story that helped to build the character of Adonis and us learning more about his childhood, which we really didn't get outside of knowing him going to live with Marianne and all of that other shit. So it delivered. I wanted good boxing scenes. They were good movie boxing scenes. They expanded on the story of Adonis. Jonathan Majors was chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. I cannot speak highly about this man. But yes, this movie did meet my expectations.
Okay. Shot.
Texas, stand up. Jonathan Majors, you're 2 for 2, son. Look at you. You're repping for the city, man. I appreciate that.
City or the state?
Well, Cedar Hill, Dallas. No,
okay.
Same. So
you're muted.
No, I know I'm muted. It's just I'm trying to make sure there ain't no extra background noise.
Okay.
I didn't hear.
All right. So yeah, he put on for the city 2 for 2. Kang and Dame, back-to-back greatness, phenomenal work as usual from Jonathan Majors. The storyline, I liked it. Like I said earlier, he finally acknowledged that he does have siblings, even though we never see them. And they never were given names. So of course it'd be weird if he like giving them names. It would have been like, you just named them like that? I was like, dang, they never had names for like 40 years, 50 years. Come on, man. But anyway, but my expectations were that of every Rocky movie. It's a movie about boxing and the guy's personal struggles. That's every Rocky movie. That's every Creed movie thus far. So my expectations were pretty generic of, okay, but did they exceed my expectations? Very much so, due to the fact that Michael B. Jordan took the reins and he ran with it. I appreciate that. It was actually, I know there was a few little inconsistencies in it, but that's movies, period. But yeah, I was very proud of him and the work that he did. He made it his own, for sure.
He talked about, I saw an interview, he talked about trying to sell Jonathan Majors on coming into the project with it being his first movie that he was directing. And it just made me think, like, I'm just trying to imagine Jonathan Majors. I mean, like Michael B. Jordan coming to Jonathan Majors, who is on the rise, right? But before King was really out here like that, like when he would have been making this pitch. So he wouldn't be as hot as he is now. So I had to take it back and like just try to picture Michael B. Jordan nervous to ask him to join this movie with him. And it was interesting to me to think about it that way. But we've seen like a lot of actors try to direct and it doesn't go that well.
Yeah, directing a film and participating in the film is not easy, let alone being like the star
right
of the film. So with those things considered, he did a really good job. And he brought something different to the franchise with the way he directed it as well, which, you know, some things landed for me, some things didn't, but at least he tried something new.
Let's get into it, because I think that I have a lot to say about the execution of this film. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about the story first. So in this story, I guess we're going to start to get into spoilers now. So if you've been listening up to this point, nothing major has been spoiled yet, but it might go there right now. Give you a second. Spoilers coming. All right. So the setup of the story is this: Adonis, I'm guessing he's in his upper 30s, 40s at this point, or low 40s. I don't know if they explicitly said it.
I'm guessing mid 30s due to the fact that he was younger than Dame, and Dame was like Supposed to be in his like older 30s.
Right. I think he was supposed to be like 36 to 38. Dame was.
Yeah, that's about right.
Because he's been in prison, 18 years? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
And I don't know how old they were when he got.
Dame looked like a teenager.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
16 or 18 is the question, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
And how much time has passed between Creed 2 and this one with the daughter and how old she is in this movie. So,
yeah.
Anyway, when they were kids, we won't get into the deeper piece of it, but when they were kids, there was a guy that used to mess with them, and Adonis saw an opportunity, attacked him without paying attention to his surroundings. The dude had a couple of dudes with him, and so to help out his little buddy, Dame pulled out the tool. Shout out to John Morant. Cops rolled up. Adonis ran. Dame put the gun down, got arrested, had priors. I guess he went down for the assault as well. Didn't snitch. I guess he got sentenced to 16. He said he got himself a couple more tacked on. During this entire time, after this incident, Adonis never reached out, never checked on him, never put nothing on his books, just kind of erased that chapter from his life and went on to success and millions, everything. The setup and the execution for me felt very real, because when Dame shows up at the gym and Adonis sees him, first he doesn't recognize him. Then he does recognize him, and you can see in his eyes everything comes back immediately.
Because he had that hoodie on, and he just like, "Can I get your autograph?"
Right,
so he didn't know who that was. He was just like, "Yo, you just leaning on the Rolls Royce like this is a light box Chevy. Like, what you doing?"
Exactly. So like some people might have had a problem with him not recognizing him like that, but it wasn't like he was just straight up there in front of him, perfectly clear. Like he had no reason to expect this person, and then he sees him. And you could see all of the, oh, wow, that did happen 18 years ago. Oh, snap. How is this person feeling about me right now? Like all of that. Like, is he here to like do some damage? Probably. It was across his mind.
That's why he offered that meal.
Right. How did y'all feel about it?
I'll let Sean go first.
I'm grubbing go first.
All right. Well, the very first scene when they met, first of all, Jonathan Majors is amazing with his facial expressions and his acting. Like, I don't know anybody. Him and me are goth right now, just like with the facial expressions and their acting is amazing. And Michael B. Jordan did a good job as well when they first meet. And Dame is leaning on the car and he says, "You don't remember me, huh?" And you can see the look on Michael B. Jordan's face like, whoa, like, holy shit. And once he realizes he doesn't even know what to do or say, he like, how do I carry this? Like, it's kind of like when a dude get caught cheating or something. Like, it's like, I don't even know how I can explain myself right now. When they go out to get lunch or whatever they go get, and Dame is eating and they're talking and he's talking about, what he wants to do and he wants to get back out there in boxing. Adonis offers him some money. Like, I ain't come here for no handout, bro. Like, he says, come by the gym. And Jonathan Majors makes this face like I can't do it because I'm not Jonathan Majors. But the face,
you still don't understand this ain't about no handout.
The face he makes is just like, how can I explain it? Like, gratitude, but you can tell there's something else there. Like, he's telling
more than free gym time.
What you say?
He wants more than free gym time. Like, that's literally how he looked at him. Like, you think me punching a bag is what I came here for? Nah, son.
Anyway, he's telling a story with his facial expression. So just from that moment, and I'm glad that came early in the movie. We got into that quick, like it didn't waste time, which means the story between them built throughout the movie, which is like 2 hours long. It didn't take 20 minutes for us to get Jonathan Majors and Adonis together.
Right,
So
like it wasn't like 5 different scenes of him popping up. Like it was, yeah, like some movies will like drag out, like, who is this mysterious person? Like, nah, they got straight to it.
Right into it. So that helped. You felt the chemistry between them. You felt like they were brothers. You felt like they really did have a past. They did a good job at portraying that. But yeah, the story in this was the most captivating part, and it paid off in the end because you wanted to see them fight.
Shot, swallow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hey yo. Hey yo. But
whoa.
No, to expand on what Reese said. No, that was the look he gave him. He was like, you still don't get it. Like he was clowning him the whole time. Like he was like, you still a little bro in my eyes. I don't care where I've been, how much money you got. You still a little bro. So you live, and he pretty much said in the movie, like, you live in the life that I was on a trajectory to have. So me punching this bag and me training in your little gym, that ain't it. I need more. Like because basically you got to look at it from Dame's perspective. He felt that he took like his better years from him. So when he's looking at that meal, he's like, yeah, I don't want that money. You owe me more than this. What ain't no amount can bring me back 18 years of my life. So yeah, Jonathan Majors delivered on that part. That's why I knew what Reese meant by his facial expression. He's like, yeah, little hot plate and a couple $100 ain't it. Like I was in jail. Well, I was in prison. It was like I wasn't on vacation somewhere. I wasn't like in the next town. Like we just lost contact. I'm like, dude, I was away. Mm-hmm. So it was beautifully orchestrated by Jonathan Majors. You almost forgot that it was a movie. How pissed he was.
I think y'all have kind of captured it. Jonathan Majors is one of those guys that embodies his character. Like he read the script and he went and tried to understand how that person would act and feel. Wood Harris talked about it. I listened to a Wood Harris interview he did on Higher Learning podcast with Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay. And Wood Harris talked about how Jonathan Majors was on set. First of all, he said that Jonathan Majors told him that he actually looked for one of Wood Harris's teachers when he went to acting school to learn from. In which he said, that's an even bigger compliment than reaching out to me to go reach out to my teacher to learn the craft. But he said that at some points, Jonathan Majors would be in character, but talking to Wood Harris, not talking to Wood Harris's character, but talking to Wood Harris as his character, asking for pointers and stuff like that.
In character?
He said he was in character. That's the way he said it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Ex-con was asking
Dame is
Wood Harris for acting advice. That's crazy.
Dame is an intimidating dude. If you in character talking to me like that, I'm gonna need you to dial it back, bro. Right.
Say, dog. So how would you do this if you was me? If you were me, cuz. Excuse me. No, the fact I would have been like, what?
So I'm seeing it as while he was filming that movie, he became Dame Anderson, like a dude that been in prison for 18 years, a dude who feels like his life was taken from him by someone who was ungrateful, so to the point that he wouldn't even write him a letter back, make a phone call, nothing. He just went and lived his life and pretended he didn't exist. Now, with that said, I did bring it up. This movie had a lot of those stereotypical tropes in the setups, but I felt like the execution still felt more natural, even with the letter situation. There was never this it comes up, but it wasn't the big, overly dramatic. You didn't even write me back, bro. You know how I felt sitting in that cell.
Yeah, it wasn't South Central.
It wasn't no. Yeah, it wasn't no. It was, you know, I wrote you, and Michael B. Jordan's genuine. I never got him, and it wasn't you lying. It was And then Phylicia Rashad's character had to deal with the reality that she withheld these letters. And she has to face Michael B. Jordan's character with that. Should we jump off and talk about the Phylicia Rashad arc?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because that is what brought everything to a head.
So I'm going to keep it 1 million. I got emotional at several points in this movie.
Marianne, it was too much going on with that whole arc.
I knew it was coming because, like,
shut up, Reese. He said, once he see, I know you wasn't sitting up there when they were in that living room, braiding her granddaughter's hair, talking about, you know what I think?
I knew she was going to die coming into this movie because I watched.
He said,
he was at a funeral in the trail. He was like in all black in the trail, and he had glasses on. And I'm like, one or two things is happening. They gonna kill Rocky, and this man ain't even in the movie.
Boy, they randomly go to Canada.
But when that movie didn't open up with Rocky dying, I said, yeah, it's Phylicia Rashad. It's Phylicia Rashad. And to be honest, even if I didn't see that, I'd have known from the minute they was in that living room talking to her. I'm like, yeah, she ain't making it out this movie, bro.
They kept talking about that stroke a little too much.
And when he said, it's all your fault, I said, that is. He killed her.
Just go put in the shot right there.
I didn't like that part because I'm like, bro, that's so like cliche. Like,
you thought that was cliche?
I thought that was because it's like you had these final like the last thing you said to somebody you care about was something you regret. I'm like, y'all didn't have to do that. Like, but to be honest, her on that bed, and when she was talking, she started saying Apollo. I'm like, oh my God, like she's saying her fucking husband right now, like she is dying.
I was like, oh snap. And then it went on for too long. I couldn't handle it.
I was like, bro, next scene.
I had a trigger warning for real. I wish I had a trigger warning. I was triggered. I was like, next scene, as I went through this, I said, this wasn't cool.
Yeah.
But it's a part of life, man.
Yeah. I feel like it hit a lot of people that same way. There was a lot of sniffling going on in that theater. A very, very relatable scene. I
had to look away from my brother. Yeah, I admit that.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's very relatable, very rough scene. And it advanced the story.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it did. It did because it got him to open up.
Right.
Even though Jonathan Majors never said, hey man, sorry about your mom. Like, what kind of friend are you, dog? But
did he even know her though?
I don't know.
No, he didn't know Marianne.
I don't think they had a relationship. So
he knew her address. That's where he was.
I mean, as a friend,
all he knew, yeah, that he was staying with his mom.
As a friend, my brother. Come on, man. Just saying.
That was rough, but again, it kind of helps advance the story in a way.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where, well, we might as well talk about it. Mental health came up in this movie a lot, and they could have went a certain way with it. They did not go that way, and that was fine with me. It would have felt cheap if they did, meaning like the movie advances to him sitting in a therapist chair or something like that. Like that would have been, that would have been the 2023 easy way out.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah, I would have been pissed. He's talking about the group home again. Like, we didn't see the first two movies. I'm like, we already know you in the group home. We already know you was in and out of trouble, bro. We know this.
Just because she ain't know don't mean we ain't know.
So, the movie deals with, once Dame shows up, Michael B. Jordan is confronted with this past that he has pretended didn't happen, which people do. And when you're not having to talk to and deal with and see the people that were part of that part of your life every day, it's easy to do. Like for me, I, for a long time, could not go back home to my hometown. It was too much darkness, too many terrible memories that I had. So family would go home. I'm good. I'm staying in South Carolina. If we drive past a certain street, I'm gonna remember what went down on that street. I couldn't do it for a long time. Like
hashtag mood.
It is important, I think, for people to get out of their hometowns for many reasons. But for me, going back was difficult, and it was easy for me to not have to deal with the stuff from the past by not going back there. But eventually I did have to go back. I got to see my family. And I had to get to a point where I was able to be in those places and not feel those things, not have it overwhelm me and bring me back to a dark spot. But in this movie, Michael B. Jordan, his character has avoided this for 18 years. And now he has to face it. And now he's not acting like himself. His wife, who has no idea about any of this, immediately notices it. And that's how you know it's real love, because she noticed immediately. He hadn't even done the big stuff yet. She noticed it while it was still subtle. It got worse after she acknowledged that she noticed it. How did y'all feel about the execution of Michael B. Jordan's slow unraveling, if you will, after Dame shows up?
I thought it was nice. It didn't all happen at once. It was a slow burn. It was a nice touch, like you said, that she noticed it early. It just shows the connection the two of them share. I think it was important to show, just as far as relationships go, that it is important to open up to your partner, and your partner being comfortable enough to open up to you. She never forced him to talk, but she told him or made sure he knew how important it was for him to do so. So I enjoyed, that was not one of my favorites, but something I really liked about the film. There was one part though. My theater had some motherfuckers in it. When they were yelling and they were arguing, and she was like the daughter saw, and somebody in the theater said, well, she can't hear him anyway.
Oh man, come on, son.
Oh man. He turned his camera off.
I don't even know how, like, that would have took me out of the whole scene. Like
I laughed my ass off, man.
Like, she can't tell body language and stuff like that. Like, she knew what was going on. Is Shad doing sign language right now himself? Like, does he know he can't hear him?
He knows we can't hear him. He's basically.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to be like from her perspective.
So stupid, you stupid.
I'm
but
serious.
all she saw was throwing up the hands in this, and then she just had the assumption. I think they're arguing,
right?
And
That's
then the
why
last thing, it was so funny because
because
all he did at the end of all that arguing was this: "I love you," and then he left.
But she said it back. She did say it.
Yeah,
back.
she did say, "Yeah, she loved her daddy now." But yeah, boy, I'm glad I wasn't in your theater.
Yeah.
I would probably ran out the movie right then and there. I need a rain check. I'm in the wrong theater for this. We may see the dissolving of a marriage, and somebody just said was like the kid gonna know because it can't hear.
And it's like one of those things where she probably only walked in because she can't hear. Whereas like another movie would have showed the kid in the other room like crying into the pillow because they can't hear. So that her disability played into how that argument went down, and they stopped yelling immediately.
She said she wasn't fighting in front of her.
Right.
That's what Bianca pretty much said.
The mental health angle, we'll get back to that with Michael B. Jordan's character.
Before that though,
go ahead.
The thing that I don't think he understood, but of course when your mind's racing, you're not thinking about this. But now, if anyone could understand, or at least like not try to relate, but at least sympathize and try to, talk them through it, it's Bianca.
Right.
Bianca didn't even know up until like they were like already into each other that he was anyone, like who his dad was, like when he started training, he was calling Rocky Unc and stuff like that. So I'm like, she already was down for you. You pretty much could have like, okay. I remember I told you it's kind of rough, in my adolescence. Okay, now we about to really get into who this guy was that we just letting on home. So yeah, but when you blindsided like he was, yeah, you're not thinking like my wife is logical. My wife could totally just be there for me. She would hold it down. So yeah.
I think that the point when Phylicia Rashad passed, she mentions to him that I said Phylicia Rashad passed. I ain't like the way that sounded coming out of my mouth.
That hurt me, son.
When his mom passed in the film, she called her mom. When he
Marianne, because she said that was the closest to a mom she had.
Exactly. And she said that was one person she could talk to.
But this is the thing. The reason I said like he could have talked to her, because what did she say? What did she say when he said I'm sorry? Y'all remember?
What did she say?
Yeah. When he said I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
She said, I know. She was like, I know you was going through it, bro. You good? It was like, yeah, after everything that happened. She said, I'm sorry. And she was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, you was tripping. You were tripping at the crib. I look, I was waiting for you to acknowledge that you were tripping.
And so again, that's where I thought they were going to end up having to find someone for him to really talk to outside of them, because it didn't seem like he wanted to open up to her at all at that point. Getting back to the daughter, in the second movie, I thought they did a good job, just from personal experience, of when it comes down to the daughter potentially having a hearing disability, Michael B. Jordan initially not wanting to accept it or think about it, and being hurt when it did happen, but he obviously came around and learned sign language, etc., and so forth. So they introduced us to that first when she comes in. You also see that she's looking up to her dad. She's sneaking, watching videos of his fights.
She beat
So first of all, I thought the little girl Mila Davis-Camp, I thought she was great. I like to give the awards to the under 18. She's immediately going on the list.
Yeah, she was great in this. Like, she was, aside from Jonathan Major, she was my favorite part of this film. Like, she was so charming in this film.
Big personality.
She stole every scene she was in.
Every single one. The ending with her in the ring with her dad.
Before that, the prelude to that was beautiful. She drew herself doing that.
Yeah.
She drew herself beating her dad for the WBF championship. That was beautiful.
I don't know what the fuck Tessa Thompson was doing in that ring. She was supposed to be running around, but she looked goofy as fuck, to be quite honest.
Like she was running in snow.
Yeah,
I really did. Like
she was the ref. She wasn't supposed to be the ref.
I don't know what the fuck she was doing.
I don't know what she was doing. She's trying to look joyous.
As a prelude, again, like you mentioned, to the mental health stuff, was also the daughter being bullied at school and using her hands to resolve her conflict. I think that's kind of what sets up.
I was finna be on some Reese level dark humor, but I'm not.
Everybody died laughing when it happened.
I'm not gonna do it.
Everybody was cracking up in my theater when that happened. And she sold it like
cut this out. It
looked like she was really.
I was finna say she probably hit that girl so hard she could hear again.
What you say?
Come on.
I said she probably hit that girl so hard she could hear again.
I'm not edited, so
No,
I'm not doing it.
because she popped. I mean, you saw how
It's in the
clean
middle of
that
the
jab
episode. You know how
was.
hard that is.
You know how clean that jab was.
It
You
was
saw
very
how she
Kids
was
that age ain't
knuckled
throwing
up.
punches like that, man.
For real. I said, nah. She a bit look. She knew what she was doing because she's like she was squared up.
I think that's what made me laugh.
Right there.
She went.
I laugh.
I was like, damn.
If it was just a little kid punch, like it probably wouldn't have. It would have been funny, but not as funny as it was because it felt like a real punch.
Like she powered it up. Like
like she got her stance and threw a real punch. And the idea of you can't just punch all your problems. Like she needs to learn how to communicate when she's going through stuff.
that was a problem that could have been punched away.
That
I guarantee that girl won't rip her shit up again.
That probably you got to punch at least one bully.
Yeah,
She heard that.
You got to
heard
throw
that.
hands at least once as a child to let other children know not to throw hands with you.
That was a warning.
Hey,
I bet. Look, she probably
see
signed
that?
to everybody. That's a warning.
see what happened to her?
Do it again. I
Fuck with
dare
me.
y'all.
Fuck with
It's a body bag right next to that one if necessary. I didn't see that. We didn't see the other girl again. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, all they did was at that parent meeting and said, "Why did she do that?" I'm telling you,
That girl still coloring. So
Reese, she wasn't in that school no more. She punched the hearing back. She go to regular school.
It's a
we just gonna let that. We're gonna let it go.
She popped the light. She popped the mirror joints back. Pop! All right, she get her again.
So in that Sherry Shepherd interview, it comes up the idea that the daughter's following in his footsteps, and he mentioned Kobe being one of his idols, and the idea of being a girl dad, and it doesn't always have to be the son that follows in the father's footsteps. He brought up Muhammad Ali and Layla Ali, and of course, they had to ask, is there a potential where she gets her own story some point in time? And the girl said, like, she signed yes immediately. And he was like, he jokingly said, see how confident she is? Like, she just, like, he can't say that now, but he basically said, like, that would be a way that we could potentially go, basically, if he's going to continue on with the franchise down the line. So something to look out for. And Tessa Thompson made a point to say that, like, the girl actually could box, like, she actually had good technique and stuff on set. So something to look out for in 5 to 10 years. I don't know how old that little girl is. She's about 12, I think.
Imagine a deaf boxer.
We about to watch a whole movie about it. Echo.
All you need to know.
She ain't. We talking about real life,
blind.
not the Marvel universe.
She ain't blind.
I said
see her opponent. That's what I'm saying. She ain't
What's
blind.
your
She
name?
her opponent.
All right. What if the bell ring? Right. The bell ring, the round over, and she's still punching her opponent because she don't know the round over yet.
They gonna have to come up with some able body. They
gotta do. All they gotta do is push it back to the tap.
How she gonna get coached from the corner?
Vibrations on the mat.
Get the fuck out of
it. He said they ain't signing her to come back over there.
That's gonna be what. That's one of the. That's what you already got built-in obstacles for this character to overcome. Like, come on, son.
That's beautiful to think about, though. Like
the movie Sound of Metal with the deaf drummer, Oscar nominated. That's all I'm saying. That's an obstacle.
Might get now. Bibs saying, "See Michael Bibs Jordan working at it again." He said, my twin brother, we gonna make sure you get that Oscar."
That's the first obstacle. He's like, how we gonna put a deaf boxer in the ring? And she got that.
Oh, you sound like Rocky.
He might.
He said,
white man, like.
He said, how you gonna put the kid in there? She'll not.
How she gonna get in the ring?
She know that.
What happens if you need attention on something? No,
now you just went to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right.
Nah, he did not say that she does not know how to box without the hearing.
That's what we doing with the boxing.
What did she do? The boxing. She did the boxing. This reminds me of another movie, Kindergarten Cop.
Fall apart quickly.
It is not the tumor.
I'm gonna just say it, man. I'm gonna say it. First of all, I had forgot Tessa Thompson could act because of the Marvel stuff. They don't really be giving her
I
nothing.
said that too. That Thor stuff ain't working.
They ain't been giving her nothing to do. I think the last movie I saw her in that made me enjoy her as an actress was Little Woods. She was acting in this one. Michael B. Jordan, this might have been his best performance since Fruitvale Station.
Thank you. It was.
And maybe him directing himself has something to do with that. But I don't know if Jonathan Majors brought it out of him or what, but everybody was getting their acting off in this one.
Nah, check this out. Look at everything that Jonathan Majors has been in. Even Ant-Man Quantumania. Minus Reese's least favorite character in that movie. Everybody stepped their game up.
Who's my least favorite character in that movie?
The daughter.
Okay, just making sure.
Just make it, yeah. I know who it is. But yeah, mine is her. Everybody stepped their game up whenever they're on set with Jonathan Majors. You can't have him like murk you like that. That's just like rapping or any like playing ball.
Michelle Pfeiffer turned back the clock acting with Jonathan Majors.
Yes.
Like,
what did I say when we talk about that? I said I ain't seen her act that good since what? Elvira in Scarface.
Yeah.
It was good. So you can't be with a powerful person like that and just do basically how we were saying different versions of Wallace, like you have been doing. You can't do that. You have to bring your A game, and he did. You have to match that energy.
I agree. The other thing we have to talk about that we have not talked about yet, there's a couple things. We got to get into the fight storyline. So when we're coming in, Adonis is retired. He's got this young dude coming up under him who has the new champion.
When we come into the movie, he has his final fight against the guy he fought in the first movie.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah, he did have his final fight against the guy he fought in the first. The guy who beat him, right?
About Colin. Yeah, it was Colin.
Oh, he beat him at the end.
Yeah.
Right. No, I mean, yeah. Okay. Who beat him? I can't remember.
Drago
beat him the first time. Well, actually, he kind of got DQ'd.
It was a disqualification.
Yeah.
He got knocked out in the first.
That's because he beat the brakes off of him.
He beat the Conlon, the guy he fought in the first one. He beat him in a sparring match in the first one.
Yeah,
okay.
Conlon.
He knocked him out in a sparring match in the gym.
Okay, all right. I was confused for a second. All right, but anyway, he gets his revenge on Buddy to beat him. Damien comes through. I want my title shot. Michael B. Jordan. Fuck. Adonis tells him, I can't put you in the ring with him. Like, you come in straight out of jail, I'm supposed to put you in the ring with the champion. That's not how that works. It's dudes lined up across the globe that want that title shot. How am I supposed to give you this fight?
So I don't care who you are. Where your paperwork?
Jonathan made. I gotta stop doing this. Damien has a plan. Damien called one of his prison homies. First of all, did y'all catch that at the party?
Yeah.
So Bianca invites him to the Kalani album release party.
Fine ass.
Yes, Lord.
I'm gonna stay focused.
One of us got to.
Look, me and Reese both like high five. Yep.
I know that shit hitting on something, sir. All right. So yeah, the Kalani, the label party.
Yeah, Bianca wrote the song for Kalani.
Right.
Yeah.
So
song was kind of ass when she was like rehearsing it, but when Kalani sung it, it was like, all right, this shit actually good.
Yeah, the album version was good. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was messing with it. So he's at the party. Somehow he gets one of his homies in the party.
That's what I was wondering. How did this even happen? Like, everybody just ain't getting in here.
That's the part that's the only. So that part of it How did he get in there? And how did he get in there with a pipe?
Back door.
Like, was Tanya Hardin involved in this situation? Like,
yo,
what are we doing?
I'm telling you, back door.
So he get his buddy in,
but they kept leaving him dolo, so he probably was like, "Okay, this is the opportunity right here. Let me go to
Razor
the back."
Fist. I mean, Drago.
No. Yeah, that he did ask for him to leave him to himself for a minute, so that's probably when he did it. Because remember, he kept saying, "You ain't got to babysit me. Go ahead and handle your business."
We see them talking to each other at one point. In the thing, like, hey, you gonna hit the big Russian dude, basically. Bust his knuckles. So now he can't fight. Before we leave this party, actually, was I tripping or was Dame being kind of weird with Bianca?
He was
hitting on her.
I don't
remember what
it
he
came
said.
off that way, but I don't think that's what he was doing.
Remember what he said. He was coming back for everything.
Exactly.
Well, he had his own chick, so
he did. Yeah, after he got the money.
After that, not at that time. And then he was talking to her about the stuff that Adonis was not talking to her about. With her,
but he also said you had to ask him. That's not my place.
But I mean about her career. Like, he was asking them questions. Like,
it was dirty macking.
I almost told him
it was dirty macking.
he asking them questions that your man ain't asking, type stuff. And I was not feeling it. I was very
kind of like in Rocky 3, where Clubber Lang was challenging Rocky, and he said to his wife, he said to Adrian, he was like, "Hey, honey, when you done here, you come with me and see what it's like to be with a real man."
Real man, yeah.
He did everything but that. He met her with that emotional intelligence stuff. Like
I don't think that was intentional though, as far as coming off that way.
I don't know.
So that was just Jonathan Majors doing his thing.
Yeah.
But he was asking her about important stuff, like, it must be tough, having to give up your career.
He got his light skins crossed. He thought it was Journey.
I think he was kind of like, he was asking her about this because it relates to him, basically, because of what he had to give up. He was like, what is it like watching someone else perform your song? And he has to watch Adonis have his career, basically.
Okay. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah, he said, don't make you feel away.
Right.
She was like, nah, this is what I do.
I didn't think she caught on either.
No, she didn't. No,
she didn't. Now, she was smiling the whole time, like, nah, this is this is how we put food on the table outside of just his boxing career.
Yeah. But I thought it was a cool scene. I thought it was it felt very real.
Yeah.
And he used it as an opportunity to drop a detail to mess with him, to mess with Adonis. But it didn't come off as like an evil villain type thing, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like he was tripping, talking to his girl.
It was more like the dude you sleep with every night ain't who you think he is.
Right. He ain't told you everything, apparently. I ain't going to do it. Like, I ain't going to just tell you everything, but I'm going to tell you what to ask if you want to know the whole story. Good scene. Should we get to what happens? So now,
where he said he has moves he ain't never seen. That's what we're getting to.
First, we gotta get to how he get in the ring. So Drago can't fight. Adonis then said there's people lined up that want a title shot. How we get from the fight? Well, I guess other fighters wouldn't be ready within a month.
And they basically went down the list, and everybody would need
plus even
4 to 6 months to recover.
Even though he said that to Damian, it was clear he was still considering it because he felt guilty.
I thought he was going to try to get him, and they probably should have done this where they were like looking for an undercard match for him or something like that. Like, that would have, if they had already established that he was trying to get him a fight, period, I would have felt a little bit better about it. Like,
but I like how he used that situation and referenced Rocky 1.
Exactly. And I think that's how they get away with it, in a sense.
Because it's like, this has happened before in this universe. Like,
and it's a good storyline.
Yeah.
So that part of it worked for me. I wish the fight had been a little bit more competitive.
Again, he told him that he had moves that he had never seen before.
He brought out the prison boxing.
Yeah.
He got away with a couple things. He got caught on things. He lost a round because he got caught. But he accomplished what he wanted to accomplish in the meantime. And then he killed the boy. Almost.
Yeah, I thought dude was about to.
Oh, nah, he has see the side now.
I thought he was about to send dude to the gulag, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Man, what the
how you word this? They had to ask him a few times what his name was and how many fingers was he holding up.
It was scary for a second.
Who's the president of the United States?
He said Ronald Reagan. That's how you knew.
It's Bush, ain't it? They're like, oh, we got
pull the plug.
he was messed up. And so now Dame the champ by accident. By accident, he's the champ. Like,
and you could tell in that scene, like throughout the fight, you could tell, and this goes back to Jonathan Majors, and I ain't gonna go too deep into it because I ain't trying to prolong this more than I got to, but you could tell by the facial expressions that Jonathan Majors was making during the fight. He was like, oh, so you cheering for this motherfucker, you in this motherfucker's corner. Like, you ain't cheering for me.
Like, he looked at him.
Yeah. And it was like, after the fight was over, he had the belts and he was looking at Adonis and he was like, yo, you know, the look on his face was like,
look, I did it.
You happy for me? And Adonis was
like, nah, not how you did
looking
it.
at him like, yo, what did you do? And his facial expression changed. It was like, all right, fuck you.
The jacked up thing, because to your point, Reese, the jacked up thing was this. He didn't think he was gonna beat him.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the most messed up part about it. He was like, nah, he ain't. This is gonna be cakewalk. Your son's gonna walk out fine.
Say what?
Bianca told the daughter, said this gonna be quick.
Yeah, they were all sitting up there like basically counting Dame out.
And that's the part of it that kind of a little bit I didn't like. I'm not saying he should have been neutral completely. And I understood from a business perspective that he had to be on the other boy's side, but I expected that he would at least let him like acknowledge good for you. And like, I'll talk to you in a minute after this, but he was legit pissed.
It made me sympathize more with Dame.
Right.
Felt the same way.
Which is clearly what they wanted to do. They wanted you to sympathize with Dame in a way and feel conflicted. Like, you understand why this dude is carrying this the way he is and why he feels the way he does.
Exactly. But and at the same time, they didn't drag that out too. They didn't do like some big emotional music, like, oh, my friend don't care that I'm the chick. Like, they didn't do that. They just let you see him looking for his friend to acknowledge, and his friend didn't, and it was like, bet. The beach scene.
This is my favorite scene because God, dog.
Talk about it.
I couldn't imagine. All right. So I don't know how he coordinated this so fast. They must have knew he was coming into some money. He must have told people to purge before, like once he signed the contract or something. So he's at this big beach party. And of course, Donnie is like, where is he? They find out where he is. They had a big bro, little bro fight. Like, man, you ain't even who you say you are. You didn't even expect me to win this. But look, I'm the champ. So then they get into it. He's like, nah, I ain't little bro no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't little Donnie no more. I'm Adonis. He's all really. And the way he had been waiting his whole prison sentence to punch Adonis like the way he did. And he said, oh, this time I look, because he mentioned it earlier. Remember, I used to knock you out and I used to pick you up. He said, oh, ain't no picking up now, little bro. Get up. But the fact that he just walked away. I mean, but at that point, how do you respond to that?
I say he can't get into a brawl
because he really looked at it like, I kind of deserve that. I didn't intentionally do it, but I did turn my back on him. And I gave him this opportunity, no matter how ill-gotten it was, he did it.
And I get him being mad that he got played.
Pretty much.
And the picture of old buddy with the light eyes, the light eye demon, which is a theme apparently in movies now.
Ask Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry's hands are on everything. He was in the picture that he had sent of him and his homies in prison. And one of the letters that he had sent to his mother. And that's how he finds out.
He set him up. It was all a plan. Like, he pretty much said, this was all. I knew I was going to, like, the first thing I did when I got the clink, I was going to get you. I ain't know how. I was going to get something. That's why I said at the beginning, at the restaurant, that few $100 he pulled out and talking about, I'll pay for your little burger. That wasn't enough. It's like, what's this? You owe me the world, Chico, and everything in it.
I wonder what the purse split was. I could imagine he didn't get it definitely wasn't 50-50.
No.
Probably
wasn't even 70-30.
No, it was probably 90-10 at best.
Yeah. But it don't matter because after he became champ, that's when the money went.
Yeah, that's where the purse came from. he got the belt purse. He was like, okay.
So now he's got the things that he thought he wanted, right? He got a nice house, apparently, quickly. He got the woman.
Got him a decent whip.
He got the belt. But he's still missing something, apparently. Apparently, that isn't all he wanted, right?
It was about, look, he got the success. He was where he felt he deserved to be. But the revenge wasn't over.
No.
Again, he felt that Adonis took 18 years from him. That belt was nothing. He said, "Oh, this is just the beginning." He even told him that. He was like, this was like step one. You still got more steps to go. I'm finna make your life like a living, so
we come full circle. Final fight. So now, hold up, I gotta ask about.
I'm about to say, you gotta talk about when Stephen A. Called in.
I was about to say, how did y'all feel about the Stephen? That was literally where I was going. How did y'all?
Was not needed, bro.
Say what?
Shit was not needed. I ain't never seen a motherfucker call in the first take. How he get
for real? How you get the number to ESPN?
How you get the number?
Look, he called operator, dial me into Bristol, Connecticut, please. I need ESPN, please. Yeah. All he said, like, put me on.
So you didn't like the first take call in situation.
X wasn't there, and it was boxing. Yeah, it was a lot. X wasn't Max in one of them, like the first or second one?
He was in Creed 1.
Somebody was in the first one.
Max was in Creed 1. Come on, bro. You could have had Max in this one.
So he had.
I don't think Max was on first take at the time.
He had to take it to dark places, remember? So it was Stephen A.
Wow.
I
feel like I'm talking to Kobe.
So
I feel like I'm talking to Kobe Bryant, but I'm talking to Adonis Creed. My hairline, don't look at my hairline. Your hairline's better than mine.
Dame is talking crazy.
You pay for that.
Dame is talking crazy about Adonis in the streets. Talk about his family, everything. Because, as you mentioned, unfinished business. We got to go toe to toe. And this is the only way I'm going to get that to happen. His strategery was off the chains in this movie. He got everything he wanted. He got his fight.
That must have been the best 18 years of his life. Thinking of his plot of revenge.
Have you seen Prison Break?
Yeah.
The level of detail in the plotting was level on Wentworth Miller levels. Like
he said, I got a foolproof plan of how I'm finna get my life back in less than 3 months.
He got everything quickly. Let's talk about the final fight.
Okay, I like the execution of this.
So we get the first, was it 2 or 3 rounds they show us?
Shit, I don't know.
It was either 2 or 3 rounds.
It was about 3 or 4 rounds. Yeah,
I think it was 3 they showed us. They split the first 2, and then I think Dame won the third round. Then the crowd goes away. And we see what they're actually fighting. The demons they're actually fighting. Dame fighting those 18 years he lost in a prison cell. And Adonis facing the demons of his past with the man that used to abuse him at the group home. I thought this was a powerful scene.
50-50 for me. 50-50 for me. I just like, first of all, the boxing in this movie is unrealistic, but it's better than the boxing in the original Rocky movies when they was punching like.
Oh yeah, because in the real, yeah, I was like, they wouldn't have lasted 6 rounds. I mean, they
now the boxing in this movie was like some Dragon Ball Z shit. They was like, boom, 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 boom,
no, that was intentional. That was
I'm pretty because I know he's an anime guy, but it's like, bro, let's keep it 100.
Remember when they showed like the focus cameras?
I ain't never seen.
Yeah, that's when I realized that was like very anime. That was.
You want me to list the animes that inspire this movie?
Sure, why not?
And I'm not gonna know how to pronounce some of this stuff, but
if it's a lot of them, you ain't got a name.
It's just a few of them. Hajime no Ippo.
I like how you looked at the camera. Like, did I say it right?
Megalobox. It says there are shots that are borrowed straight from Dragon Ball Z and Naruto.
Because he loved Dragon Ball Z. Remember, that's what the Killmonger
right
costume was based off of.
The whole box and the bop, 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 boom.
But yeah, like those focus cameras, like that was straight up anime. I was like, dude. You went straight like cartoon on us with this. But I liked it. I thought it was beautifully executed. How like he had to focus, like especially in the end when he had the Philly shell, which I was still wondering how a West Coast dude was doing the Philly shell. But hey, I guess that's how he learned. And like it opened up and it like zoomed in. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed
like the slow motion stuff. It kind of took away from like certain intensity in the fight, except for the time where Damien punched him in the stomach. And he did the anime thing where it looks like it's going through your back. Like,
yeah,
that was cool. That's the only time I liked it.
Like that's what it almost
taking the crowd away thing and the setting changing around the ring. It was cool, but I didn't like how it's like, boom, now we're at the end of the 11th round. Like, what the fuck?
Symbolically, I messed with it heavily.
I get, yeah, like it's still 50-50.
Usually in these type of movies, it's about the crowd, it's about who's the star and all that. But it emphasizes the fact that this is not what this fight is about. This fight,
you see nothing to do.
You seen its tweets. Guys would rather fight for 12 rounds in a boxing ring than talk about their problems. That's what this was.
Facts. But yeah, it was not about it. The sick part was it wasn't about them belts.
Guys would rather beat each other up for 36 minutes than talk about their feelings. That's what this was. And so to have the crowd go away, I was shocked when it just said we're in the 11th round. But I got it. Like, we didn't need to go round by round. We get it. Michael B. Jordan, Adonis, he is trying to think about his past and get over his past and the guilt that he's developed all of a sudden now that he's having to remember for putting this man in prison. Dame is trying to get over the fact that he feels like this man lived his life and that he spent 18 years in a cell. And even in that, you can see the love they have for each other during that fight. It was a love, like you could see them gain that love and respect for each other during the fight. Personally, I could, but I'm not sure if it came across for everybody.
No, it did, because it was kind of like, why are we doing this?
Right.
Like we could, like you just said, they rather have fought for 36 minutes than sat down again like they did at that restaurant and say, you know what, let's chop this up. Let's see let's break this down. Like, how can I repay you? How can I apologize? Like, they just said, no, we gonna like knock each other's heads off. We'd rather do that.
So I think at the end of the day, it comes down to, Tessa Thompson has the line, or Tessa Thompson, yeah, Bianca has the moment where she says, you can't punch away all your problems. But in essence, this movie comes down to that's what they do. They've punch away their problems. How did y'all feel about that as a message?
I don't think they necessarily punched away their problems. I think this proved that you can't, because even after he won, it still felt unfulfilled. Like he had to go talk to him. That's where the resolution came, not from him winning the fight.
Go. I was looking at Bibs like,
I was waiting for you to say something. No, I agree. So they tried to punch away their problems, but then, like you said, they had to do that though. I think that they did have to do that.
Yeah.
For them, like, they're boxers at the end of the day. And I almost felt like by the end, Dame accepted that he should lose that match, or he accepted that he did lose that match. Like, it wasn't like you beat me. No, I'm not going to stop till I beat you type. I didn't get that feeling.
It was also a thing of him realizing they weren't kids anymore.
Right. Like, it felt like the 18 years that they had lost was erased by that 12-round match. And now how do we move forward from here? But it didn't, again, they didn't overdo it, I don't think. Like, when he goes to the room and sees him and he tells him, you got family and stuff waiting on you. It could have easily been, why don't you come join us, bro? And they walk off together and it's beautiful, but they didn't do that. And I appreciated that personally.
He said, I'm gonna let you, let them, let you marinate what just happened out there. Cause like I was gonna say before, it was beautifully executed because it was called the Battle of Los Angeles. And they sold, and the reason I say that is because of what he wanted to do. He got to do it. Remember what he gave him when they were kids? A ticket stub from the Rumble in the Jungle, which was an outside boxing event. So they had it at Dodger Stadium, in an outside boxing event, and they sold it out. So he gave him his Rumble in the Jungle because he told him that one day he was going to be able to do that.
And I think that they had the fight in the beginning that Reese was mentioning against the guy that had beat him was also in South Africa.
Yeah, it was. He got to do it.
So he got to do it that way. But then, like you said, I like that they brought it back home. And Dame with the Nipsey Hussle intros for both.
Which he used Nips like twice.
It was perfect. I thought. I think Adonis came out to a J. Cole track at the end.
Nah, he came out to
no, it was Big Sean. Big Sean at the end. It was J. Cole in the sparring session with Drop.
Yeah. And then it was Grinding All My Life when he went against I forgot his name in the movie. And then it was Last Time That I Checked at Dodger Stadium.
Perfect choices, I would say. There were let's get to it. Reese, what's the one scene that's going to stick with you from this movie?
I would say the beach scene, because that felt like the culmination of the animosity that was going between them, and the animosity that Dame held for Adonis that throughout the movie, and you could see it kind of bubbling up, starting to come out, and right there was like, I'm on top now. Like, I don't need you. Like, this is what it is. This is what it's going to be. I'm coming for everything. I'm taking back everything that I'm owed, and I'm getting back the 18 years that I lost.
Shad?
That stood out the most to me.
That was definitely one of them. But every scene with his daughter, that's when like that human aspect came to him. And no matter what was going on, he realized I got this person that's looking after me, that's looking at me like, okay, I'm looking at how you handle things. Like, yeah, I know I got a mom, I'm a girl, but no, I'm looking at how my father handles things. And since I can't verbally hear what's going on, I'm looking at your actions. So whatever you do, I'm going to emulate that. And she did it to perfection, to the point he was just like, I might as well show you how to throw a jab, throw a hook. I might as well show you these things, but also I need to show you how to carry yourself. Like, you don't always have to use your fists. Like, he even told her, what was it? Focus and what else? It was focus and something else. I forgot the words that he used. Yeah, focus and patience. Yeah, focus and patience, I believe it was.
Or timing or something like that.
Yeah, focus and timing. Yeah, focus and timing. It said it has nothing to do with just beating somebody up. It's about focus and timing. So, again, he was trying to teach her, like, these little things that she could, kind of like what Rocky did for him. Like when he had him in the mirror. They did the same thing in this one, where he's standing in the mirror and they're like, it's not about your opponent. It's about that person looking back at you. So I'm glad that they had that element in there too.
Yeah, I think the scene where he catches her watching video of one of his fights, he didn't realize it initially, but she like tells him like, I've watched all your fights. And she's even quoting moments to him from fights. Like, I thought that was a really dope scene. And I think, yeah, the lasting picture I get is that after the fight, when he goes back to the ring and his daughter wants to get in the ring and fight with him, play fight with him. Like, that's the legacy of these movies, right? Like, if the story has to continue, that's where the story continues right now. Like, that, as far as what we can see. If he's a retired boxer, obviously they may bring him back to defend his title or something, maybe, if they choose to go that route. But the legacy of Creed continues through her. Unless, I mean, they could have a son too. You never know. But I think if you're watching this movie as the movie, everything comes together in that moment of him being with his family, him having finally opened up to his girl, him having his demons, literally. Was a good way to end the movie. Any other thoughts? Anything we left out?
We touched on pretty much everything.
I don't think we missed anything.
She was a better kid than Sage Stallone. I couldn't stand him in Rocky V. He's getting beat up too much. And then he got jealous of Tommy Gunn. So she was a better kid. She beat him by like a country mile in terms of kids in the Rocky/Creed series.
I think that's a fair assessment. I don't think anybody's going to battle you on that. Well, fellas, we have come to the close. The review is shorter than the movie. That's all I want. That's all I want.
We did it.
Damn.
We did it, y'all.
We got 20 minutes to spare. We could have went Joe and Mala. We didn't.
Did it. First time, y'all.
I didn't plug nothing. I'm gonna plug it now. Check the show notes for opportunities with Cinemark Rewards, restaurant.com, Philo, and who the other one? I forgot who the other one was. All right, I ain't gonna make y'all wait. Check the show notes. There's some links to some opportunities to save money on stuff. I have nothing else to say. I want to thank Reese and Shad for coming on here with me. Again, it's been a marathon. That's another Nipsey hustle. Anyway,
and it continues. Is that what you're gonna say?
It does continue.
That the marathon continues.
But this episode does not continue. This episode is going to end. I want to thank y'all for giving me an hour and a half of y'all time. We will do it again. But until next time, Peace.
Peace.